Okay, so I just realized I've been really bad at getting you guys some updates here. So I'll flip you guys around, show you where we're at. Unfortunately, we've done a bit without progress updates, so you'll see what I mean. Let's check it out. So in the entranceway, Amanda and Katie got all of the paneling torn down, started pulling plaster and lath. We're gonna have to take this room all the way down, re-sheetrock it, insulate. That way we can get smooth walls, everything fixed, get that all covered up and put our new door in. The other day, we got the door into the men's bathroom torn out. Again, this was gonna be the food pantry. So toilet is out. Things are starting to get gutted out in here. There was a lot of plumbing run on that wall that was all boxed in. So now that's all cleared out, a little bit more open. Everything's obviously not cleared out yet, but that's kind of as far as I got in there. The truck was pulled up front, so it just made sense to use it for demo at that point. So in the grand room here, the baptismal is out. There is a 220 wire that was run to it for the baptismal heater. It's actually right there. And that's really convenient because now I have a 220 already ran over there that will go to the cooktop for the kitchen, because that's right where the kitchen's gonna be. So this, I don't know if you guys remember, but the kitchen's gonna go here and run down to that second window right there. That's where the fridge will be. But yeah, so that's torn out. The bedroom wall is up. So this area, this is 19 feet long by 16 feet deep. So we kind of have a hallway now. I've got first coat on for the rock. There's kind of showing the baptismal. There'll be the kitchen, living room, dining, and I don't know, room for activities. So in here, this is just studded out. I haven't run the electrical on this side. I ran it through that side so I could at least get that wall up and started. I still have to build a wall here and then this way, because it's going to be bathroom and closet. We decided to not mess around with the ceilings in here, so it is going to be a little bit weird. Like half of it's going to be a vaulted 10 foot and the other half is 12 foot. But it's a big space in here. The closet will have, this will get walled off. The closet will have 12 foot flat ceilings, like this over here, but it'll be behind me now. And we were talking about being able to put shelves higher up and be able to utilize all that space as probably more storage. And then back in the PC Lego room, I got all the drywall done, all the texture on, fixed all this stuff. We painted this whole thing in here. It's vintage teal. It looks a little bit different in person than in the camera, obviously. But what we are going to do now is Katie is going to paint about a foot down white all the way, well, actually from this wall to there, to this wall, back along that one, up this, there, and then stop there. So this wall that'll have our TV on it won't be like that, but all this stuff will. So anyways, white. And then we've got crown molding out there that's white. And we're gonna put that up. And then we're gonna run RGB lights all the way around there so we can have some cool lighting in the gaming area. So that's the current project. She's gonna work on the painting. I'm gonna deal with getting the crown molding set up and probably all pre-cut and everything. So when she's done, I can put it up, and then we'll put flooring in, change some outlets back here, some of this stuff to get this all ready back here. But this area is cruising around along. I think our last video of the kids' rooms were done. If not, I guess I'll edit this part out. But Lily's room all painted, trimmed out. We took one of the shelves. This is just randomly thrown in here, but the sides weren't painted. Sorry, weren't stained, so Katie painted them to match the walls at least. And then go over to Brecken's room. Brecken's room is kind of a mess right now because we have been bringing stuff over from the house. But his room is donezo, other than same as Lily's. We don't have the window in, so we don't have the window trim in. This was the creepy hallway, or sorry, stairwell. I got their HVAC cut and everything. I don't have it actually ran to the furnace yet, so these rooms back here are cold. And I need to get in there for a video.
Oh, sorry.
And then, so we utilized some of our shelves on that. They were over here before, but we moved them over to there. And then I've got, well, you just saw Katie bringing in some more shelves there, some more shelves there, and there's some bigger ones down there. Because I need to put some more up here and get all of this inventoried, set up. And then the stuff that's in Brecken's room also set up in here. So this room worked out really well for storage, and I'm really happy with it. But there you have where we are currently at. So we're gonna get to painting, get to doing some cool stuff. All right, so for the game room project, we've got our crown molding. And what I'm gonna do is take the aluminum tape, some people call it duct tape, not like duct tape, but your HVAC tape there. And I'm gonna line the back side of the crown with it. This is the, what the heck do they call it? Fancy word that I can't say. It's the poly crown. It's not the actual wood. So it's like styrofoam. It's light. So I'm gonna run this on the back side of all of this. So hopefully we'll get a little bit more light reflection up towards our walls.
It's called polystyrene.
Cool. So that's another reason that Katie's doing white on the top half, is not just because we think it'll look good, though we think it'll look good, but also the RGBs, they're not gonna show up on that dark color, but on a white, it'll look really good. So I'm gonna do that. Actually, I'm gonna pre-cut these first. Then I'm gonna do that. Then once she's done painting, we'll get them trim nailed up. They are gonna be floating, which is another big reason that we went with styrofoam. So your crown normally sits, angled in the corner, and it gets nailed boom and boom, but this is not going to be on the top. It's only gonna be on the wall because it's gonna be a foot down. So we're gonna have to run a line across that so we know our line is straight. Our crown is straight, and then we'll get that stuff put up, and we'll install the RGB lights, which we don't have yet. But once those come in, we'll get to that point and show you. Okay, so got the new lights installed up there. Maybe you can see them better with the light off. Yeah, there you go. And they have the nightlight mode too, which it looks way brighter in person. Or sorry, way darker in person. These are like a light night light? I don't know. It's not very bright. It looks really cool in person. So very excited about these. first coat of that stuff is on. So I think it's probably about ready for the second coat. I did throw a torpedo heater back here. In about 3 minutes, it was like 90 degrees, so we shut it off. But I'll turn it back on, get this stuff warmed up and get the airflow going again. And we will get that second coat on, move back over to the crown molding side of things. They're out there tearing apart a wall. Making a mess. All right, so we got our second coat up on top. It's not very straight, that doesn't matter because the crown is gonna be our straight edge for that. We did the time lapse of this. So this is really cheap LVP. Honestly, I didn't mind the way it laid at all. My only complaint, the edge is kind of brittle. I mean, I could take my hand and just go and break that little lip off there. But out of all this area, the only pieces I had that I had to throw away were because I didn't score deep enough when breaking. There wasn't anything that was fault of the actual LVP. So I mean, for $1.30 a square foot, it was actually really decent. So this is what's gonna be in the whole place. This is just all we got done, and we're really hungry, so we're gonna eat. So up here, just need to get those 2 outlets in, outlet covers, trim this out up here, obviously finish up our top, and this area will be done. But this is, I don't know, really cool to see. We really like the color combos together, so there you have it. All right, so Brecken and Katie, just Brecken, got the aluminum tape on the backside of the crown.
That is not true.
Got the tape on the backside of the crown. Actually, we'll quick show that. So
we did that
can you
9
see
times.
There. So they ran this on all of it, so we've got more reflection up for our RGBs, which should come tomorrow. So we want to make sure that we're straight and consistent across. So what we've done is measured, I mean, if we had a laser, we do a laser, I don't have one. I don't want a chalk line because I don't want to put chalk on our new paint. So we've measured down 10.5 on that side, 10.5 on that side. I'm just going to run a tape line across there. So I have a straight edge to go off of. We're going to detack it because I don't want it to...
take the paint off.
Exactly. Can you hold that in, buddy?
Absolutely.
It'll take the paint off anyways, just so you know.
What?
That stuff will take the paint off anyways.
Not if I detack a lot like this. So this is going to be our straight line. Basically, it's going to act like a string line or a chalk line. It's just removable and won't leave
Chalk line all
chalk
over our
all
paint.
over. Yeah, especially because all my chalk is black.
So you're really gonna notice it against this paint.
Well, it's permanent.
Yeah, so Don't ever do that if you don't want black stripes on your paint.
So it's not really on there all that firmly. So we're gonna run our crown right below this. Sorry, right above this. Right there is what we'll end up doing. And we'll cut our angle there. That way our corners can get 45 out where they meet. And we'll nail this guy up there. And our LEDs come tomorrow, and we'll put them in after we get all this stuff up. But just kind of showing you what we're gonna do. Now we're gonna get at it. Okay, so we got our crown up. Some of the trim is in, not everything, because we don't have our steps flooring in yet. Bucky was building some shelves earlier for our Lego storage room, but we've never done crown before, and all things considered, pretty happy with it. I don't have any complaints, but it's all up, and there are a couple touch-up spots with paint for that stuff, and then we'll probably end up running some white silicone or something on our seams. I'm guessing we should have angled these same as we would have done trim when we run into seams, but I didn't do that. So tomorrow we'll change our outlets, get our covers on, our RGBs come in with everything, so we'll wire all those up. I think I'm gonna start tackling the LVP on the stairs as well and get that trimmed out. And then I can finish around their doors because it runs into the steps, so I haven't done that as well. So I think that'll conclude for today. I think it's like 11 o'clock right now. So we are done for today, but overall very happy with the way that turned out. Brecken says, looks like a $6 million house. So.
I said 600,000, not 6 million, guys.
You literally said 6 million. So there you have it.
I said $500,000 house.
All right, so end of the week update. The PC and Lego room. We got our crown molding on. We got a lot of the flooring done and a fair amount of the trim done. Basically, we just have to finish out our steps. And then I can finish all the trim going around this side, which we have a plan for how we're gonna do the steps. I'll show you guys that when we get to that point, sometime next week. I have a couple more outlets I just still haven't gotten to. We got more of our storage room sorted, but we still have a lot on the ground, a lot in Brecken's room still, and then a lot still at home. So that's where that's at. Let's see. I don't think anything else has changed out there since we last showed you guys. Just more lath and plaster pulled. I haven't even done a second coat on this wall yet because we've been focusing in on the other room. So yeah, there you have it. That's the end of this week. Yesterday marks 1 month of owning the place. So this is how far we've gotten with both working still full time. So pretty good all in all, but we're gonna keep trucking forward and yeah, see what next week holds.